Hey, what's up guys? We're back again to play the best Executioner deck in Clash Royale. Executioner got a massive buff in the recent balance changes, increasing its range from 6.5 to 7.5, allowing him to reach new heights of dominance and hit more than ever before. Last season, with Electro Giant Mirror absolutely everywhere, this deck achieved 8,200 trophies. Now with Electro Giant nerfed, this deck is perfectly positioned to take over the entire meta. Because Fireball got nerfed, a lot of people are going to be running Fireball bait, and overall, ladder players love bait decks. Skeleton Dragons, Executioner, and Valkyrie are ready to slice and dice any bait card so you can break through with your lumberjack balloon. And when you have your opponent in a desperate position, you completely take over the game with freeze. While you hold all your opponent's cards in place while they can do absolutely nothing, they won't be able to hold back their tears. So let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance with the best Executioner deck in Clash Royale. And before we do, we gotta level up Executioner. He's been sitting at level 13 despite having 5 million gold. I refuse to level up trash cards, but you know, he got a lot better, so he finally deserves his promotion to level 14. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. A huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. All right, so jumping into this one, I just want to see what this guy's up to. Not a huge fan of spamming aggressively at the start with this type of deck because it always scales extremely well in double and triple elixir. This guy's gonna go ban at first play. Whenever I see that, I'm kind of expecting it to be like a P.E.K.K.A deck. Maybe he's gonna spice things up with a different type of P.E.K.K.A deck, maybe running like Executioner instead of Electro Wizard or something. We'll have to wait and see if this guy's adapting to the new meta. So P.E.K.K.A in the back really early on. That's interesting. I wouldn't do that if I was him because he doesn't know what our win condition is. Does he feel that confident defending against a Hog Rider potentially? Like, if I've got Hog Rider in my deck, you're going to take a lot of damage. But turning to that Executioner, potentially to be able to walk onto the tower for some extra splash. Oh, let's go. Are you kidding me right now? Executioner is nutty. That's an interaction that I didn't think was possible. You guys probably didn't either. That is a brand new interaction that just got added to Clash Royale. Let's go, baby. Beautiful freeze for us as well. Completely crippling his push. If I can get a Valkyrie down here, we should be fine. I'm going to go for skeletons, and then I'm going to go in for a tornado last second. Should be able to go and pull the Royal Ghost. The Magic Archer is a problem. There is a definitive amount of damage that we are taking from that. But if I activate King Tower, I'm in a better spot than he is. And he doesn't know that we have Balloon. So first off, mental battle for me. 100% won with Executioner damage at the start. Secondly, the amount of damage that we aggregated from the potential of being able to spam with the balloon when his cards are out of cycle because of his bad matchup is going to be great too. I can just spam a Valkyrie and a lumberjack and a balloon, and he's likely not going to be able to defend it. I'm going to Valkyrie here in case he decides to get any wise ideas of fireballing. Yo, that's not even hitting my tower. The battle ram pushed it slightly off kilter on the left-hand side. That's insanely valuable for me again. Okay, so the Executioner should be able to mop the floor with that Magic Archer, and then it's staying alive at 0 HP. Executioner is my hero, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we can freeze if we need to on the Electro Wizard just to minimize the amount of value that he can get, but can I defend? These are the questions I did not want to have to ask myself. We're going to get a Valkyrie down last possible second, so when the Bandit comes through, it's going to lock onto that. And the Balloon takes tower. Okay, so all I need to do is stop the Magic Archer, and that might be posing to be a bigger problem than I thought. Okay, 35 seconds. I'd love to cut here, but I can't, guys, because I don't know if I can cut down the defense. He's trying to go other lane now, so I'm going to Skeleton Dragons here into the P.E.K.K.A. So with 440 HP on our tower, I do not know if we can defend this. I think it's in my best interest to go in for a freeze here. Valkyrie off to the side, and when he decides the Magic Archer, we just tornado it, so then he messes it up. So, yeah, I'm going to go and tornado the Magic Archer. I'm going to go and tornado everything off to the side. Fireball's not going to be able to take my tower. You need 20 more HP than that. Oh my gosh. I forgot that the guy had poison instead of fireball, and that would have taken a ton of time to take my tower. Here we go. So jumping into this one, we're going to see what's happening. This guy's going to go in for a tombstone to start off the game. I really wish I would have had a Mother Witch right now. I would trade anything for Mother Witch. Yes, you Executioner, even though I just upgraded you and gave you all of my gold, I don't care. I need that Mother Witch pronto. So the thing is, our opponent is probably going to have a graveyard deck after we see him going for a Skeleton King and then also Tombstone. There's a chance it's a Lava Hound Miner deck, but it's not that common anymore. So I'm going to go in for a Lumberjack here, just make sure that the Executioner isn't going to die. And wait, that Executioner is providing us the value. His axe is swirling in the air, and he doesn't care. He's completely clobbering our opponent here. So I can go for Skeletons and then follow up with Skeleton Dragons and then tornado everything back to minimize the amount of damage that he gets with the Royal Giant. So this is quite good for us. I don't think that the Fisherman is going to give our opponent any extra value, and after the initial first Royal Giant hit, it takes a lot of time for it to retarget the tower again. So pretty good trade for us with the Skeleton Dragons locking onto the tower. Kind of in an okay spot, and figured out what our opponent's deck is. It's gonna have Tombstone and Hunter to combat our Balloon, so if I get one of those out of cycle, then we can actually start to make some magic happen. We know that Tombstone is the only card that he has in card cycle right now, no Hunter, so if we went opposite lane, we would bait out the Tombstone. But I think that's worth it. I think that's definitely worth it. Since he's not gonna be able to click the Skeleton King ability for a while, maybe we can go for an Executioner here as well, just to finish that off a little bit faster. So then our Valkyrie doesn't immediately die. I don't know if he dropped it in the right spot. Is the Balloon going to get a hit? Yeah, let's go. I should have frozen that. I should have frozen that. That would have been way more than 2 hits. He's going to activate King Tower here with the Executioner, so well played on his end. You know, the good range actually did not work to our benefit there. It is what it is, but sometimes that can be pretty funny. So last possible second, I will go for the freeze, just make sure that the Royal Giant doesn't get any damage here, I hope. Okay, he's going to Electro Spirit, so he's going to be able to reset the Lumberjack, so he does get 1 extra hit. So not that bad for us, though, right? We know he's only going to have Hunter in his deck in conjunction with the Tombstone. If we can get the Tombstone down with the Skeleton Dragons, or maybe even get the Hunter out early, we can Tornado it back or something. No, he's going to go with Skeleton Dragons counter with the Skeleton King. Wait, well, what? That's not a counter. That's not a counter. I think he realized it wasn't a counter, then he freaked out. All right, so we're Tornado last possible second and pull everything back. Lumberjack here. Wow, I really like this deck on defense. The fact is, we just shut everything down and get a huge counter push with the Lumberjack, Balloon, Skeleton Dragons, and then freeze on the Hunter, right? He has to go for a Hunter, and the Hunter is going to become the Hunted. So I'm going to freeze on that, and I don't think you can stop that. Even though you activated King Tower, that's guaranteed at least 1 more hit on the tower. Let's go. Skeleton Dragons raged up, and that Royal Giant is raging in a different way. He's a super angry sir. So the Fisher Boy is going to pull the Lumberjack, but afterward, right? It's not going to pull it too soon. So I can Balloon and then freeze again, and then expect him to go in for a Hunter, and that's not going to be enough. I think we walk away with a win here if I play this just well. Let's go. 1 Balloon hit. That's all we need. We're going to get a Lightning out of him, but it's not going to come down in time. It's a beautiful sight to see. This deck is dominant on the counter push. Despite him going in for a Fisherman to go and pull the Lumberjack closer to the tower, it just helped me out because I could guarantee that my Lumberjack was going to rage up my Balloon. All right, let's see if we can keep up the win streak right now. We've been popping off with this deck. So another Tombstone. Last time we played against that, it was going to be someone with Skeleton King. So probably going to be the exact same thing. We'll see what this guy whips out.
Who's that Pokemon?
Obviously, want to be able to go and snipe the Tombstone if possible with the Skeleton Dragons, but at the same time, I don't have many great cards to counter Inferno Dragon. Every single one of my cards is kind of dies to that, doesn't reset it, and, you know, the Valkyrie is going to go into the depths of despair here. But the one thing that I do have is an Executioner with absurd range that might be able to hit the Inferno Dragon. Oh my gosh, the range is really showing its strength right now. It's beautiful. I can Lumberjack here too. That Executioner timing was exquisite and also absurdly lucky. I didn't know that if you killed the Lava Hound with the Executioner shot, it also damages all of the Lava Hound pups. So you're going to get a ton of extra value there with it as well. And it doesn't die. It doesn't die to the arrows. It's going to be able to tap down the Tombstone, and I can freeze last second. I'm just waiting for him to drop a spell or something. I was hoping to drop minions, Mega Minion, or anything, but it doesn't matter. That Balloon is destroying his dreams. This deck is really, really good. For sure, the best Executioner deck in Clash Royale. So we're going to go and Tornado that directly to the King Tower because obviously I won't have to worry about the Inferno Dragon with our tower targeting it and then distracting it with the skeletons and then being able to clobber it down with the Skeleton Dragons after. The King Tower activation there is priming us for success later on. Every single time that our opponent bridge spams and it goes into a King Tower activation, that's just a little bit less elixir that I have to spend. If you miner in the back, it's going to get damage down. If you drop guards, I might not have to respond to it in the other side, whereas they would typically do thousands of damage to my tower. So I'm okay with this. I'm having a good time. Usually you don't want to eat full HP guards, but you can if, you know, you're going in the same lane as your opponent and this tower is completely healthy or something along those lines. Inferno Dragon is out of cycle. I might be good to go for another Balloon here. But first and foremost, we want to go for the Executioner and go in for the Balloon afterwards. So I'm going to go in for the Balloon when he's trying to go in for some offensive play into us. This is going to work out really, really well for me. I can go in for the Tornado on the Balloon and take 1 hit, and that's not going to be too big of a worry. Making sure that the Balloon on the other side is going to do a ton of damage. I can Skeletons and Valkyrie and then go in for a Lumberjack to go and pull the Inferno Dragon so we don't have to worry about that. It's really nice to stop the Inferno Dragon so you minimize the amount of elixir that you invest. Yo, the lumberjack is going to straight up take the tower again. This thing is nutty. Such a good card. So he's going to arrows and he's going to drop too much elixir. I don't think I have to spend anything else. The skeleton dragon should be able to persevere through the pain and suffering of the arrows. And they're not going to get hit by Cupid today. We know he's going to drop it in that particular spot because he's going to try to, you know, not take the king tower hit. And yeah, I can freeze on the Inferno Dragon or whatever he wants to drop. If you fireball, it's not going to be enough. The fireball knockback is minuscule now. It feels like you tickled my balloon. You're not popping it today, dude. You can't topple my tower, even if you arrows there. GG, well played, and peace out. And good luck in the rest of your ladder pushing. This deck feels so good right now. All right, let's keep up the dominant win streak out here. You guys already know the deal. I want to go for a lumberjack whenever I get the chance. If this guy bridge spams me. If he doesn't, I can also cycle the lumberjack in the back, and it's not that bad. You activate King Tower with a tornado. I go balloon. We ruin your day.
No matter what way you want to play.
I can freeze here. Not necessarily going to be great because I don't want to unveil my tactics, my entire box of tricks just yet. I can follow up with the Executioner on the right-hand side because I have Skeleton Dragons and Tornadoes. So if you balloon, not that big of a deal. You guys are always wondering, like, wait, Jake, why are you so worried about balloons? Because most of the time, like, the cards that surprise me in Clash Royale are balloons and random graveyards and sometimes Sparkies. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys don't like playing against in Clash Royale or what cards you notice the most. Also, that was the worst fisherman I've ever seen. That helped me, man. You just gave me 500 tower damage for free. You know what? That makes me happy. I was getting ready to tornado the fisherman so then he couldn't get the king tower activation, but doing that fisherman, bro, you can do that all day, every day, no matter how you want to play. That makes me happy, man. You can enlist that fisherman as a paid actor on my team for all I care. I'll pay elixir for you to do that again, actually. I'll pay you, like, you know, 3 elixir. That was worth more than a fireball for sure. All right, do we go for a balloon? Because Executioner is going to kill. Yeah, this is pretty good for us. I can Valkyrie. He's not going to get anything from the skeleton army. Like, you wouldn't want to do that usually because if you go in for a skeleton army, you want to have the skeleton king so you can collect the souls and then make me feel bad about cycling my Valkyrie, right? But, I mean, look at him. He's going to help me again with the fisherman because the other tower is going to start shooting the Valkyrie instead of my balloon. Oh my gosh, the Mother Witch definitely doesn't shut that down, dude. There's no way. I can freeze here, last second. Make you a sad sir. Give me 2 hits. Give me 2. Oh my gosh, make some fireball. Okay, I'm sorry, fisherman. I guess you got to make it seem like you're playing for the enemy when you get 1 hit on my tower. Okay, I get it. I understand that damage. Tornado on the skeleton army. Hopefully lumberjack's able to kill and then get some damage. That was such a good tornado. That was well worth it because I had to defend the skeleton army anyway. And if I get 2 hits and I know what his card cycle is, it's awesome because now look at the skeleton king. He's an empty sir. He's really wanting some food right now, but he can't eat because he doesn't have any skeletons to munch on. Man, it feels weird munching on your minions or munching on the people in your kingdom. I don't think the Skeleton King is that nice of a person. All right, we're going to go Lumberjack here, and I might want a Tornado depending on what he does. Oh, that's a garbage play. We'll take advantage of that and get value. I feel really bad because everyone makes garbage plays, but, you know, like, that's one of the ones that you should have known because I had, like, the card cycle that you've seen the entire game. I think everyone messes up once in a while, and especially when you're playing against Lumberjack Balloon Freeze, if you mess up, you're going to get messed up. Because you can't make misplays against this deck. It has devastating damage potential at the tips of my fingers. One more balloon hit, and then we send you to the moon. But unfortunately, that didn't work out as planned. All I need is 1 more. Can you spare some more? All right, I'm going to Valkyrie here just because it's going to be safer. It looks like it's perpetually resetting my stuff. I hate Zappies, and I love them at the same time. I love using them. I hate playing against them, though. I don't know if you guys are ever in a similar scheme as me. Like, I really dislike losing against cards that I love. Okay, so he's probably going to Fisherman here, or Zappies, I guess. I'll just freeze to make sure that the Rail Giant doesn't get 1 more hit. You could Fireball, but that would be an overcommitment. It seems to me that when you've got a lot of Fireball bait, you're going to struggle into Executioners and Valkyries. So as long as you can't go and yeet my Executioner to Never Never Land, your cards are going to disappear. Okay, so the Executioner will be able to kill the Mother Witch. I'm not going to go for Skeletons or anything just yet. I know that the Executioner is going to get 1 more hit. Yeah, you're not going to disappoint me here. Awesome. So we can Lumberjack and we can Tornado and we can Freeze, and then we'll walk with the win. Because even if you Fireball, you're not able to hit the Lumberjack and the Executioner. At literally 1 HP, the Executioner is one of the most clutch cards in the game. It is way better than Wizard now. It is infinitely better than Witch, and it's become one of my favorite cards quite quickly. Let me know down below in the comment section if you think that Executioner has performed extremely well today, because it's definitely been the MVP for me. So jumping into this one against someone from the Milky Way, is he going to have plays out of this world? What is he going to do? Drops a bandit in the back. That's something pretty mainstream that we've seen a lot. And a Golden Knight. So it might be 3 Musketeers. You know what? Against 3 Musketeers, this deck operates really well if they don't have a Hunter, and then if they have a Hunter, it's going to be a bit harder, because obviously you want to go for balloons when they can't afford anything but 3 Musketeers, or they don't have 3 Musketeers in cycle. You capitalize on that and get an absurd amount of value, so that's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to go for Skeletons here. I don't know if I dropped it fast enough. I think I did, and then I can Tornado on top of the... Oh, yes, it was literally 0 HP, but since the Golden Knight was getting targeted by the tower, I felt like I could do that, and it worked out. Oh, man, that was a ballsy play, and it paid off. We're in a paradise, even though we're currently like losing the game by 800 damage. It still feels fantastic because I did play that well. I'm going to go in for the balloon right now, and I'm going to go for a lumberjack, and I'm going to expect him to not have Hunter if he's got Hunter. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do this to me, bro. Oh, that was absolutely insanely bad. Well played. I thought that wouldn't be the case. I thought we would take the tower, and then we would kill the collector. But we collected the worst elixir trade ever. And it's kind of like gambling a little bit when you have this matchup. That's the right play to do. Like, that is the only play that you can do when they go for the collector. Just kind of hope that they don't have the Hunter in their deck. So we're going to go in for the Valkyrie. We should be able to stop most of his stuff. We'll see how well this works. I don't think I'm in that bad of a position if I get Skeleton Dragons down and stop the bandit. Oh, the bandit just dashes. All right, guys, so it looks like we lose this one. There is a chance that I come back, but oh man, that's so much damage, and he's up a lot of elixir. We can still try to come back, but it's going to be a tough time because he does have Hunter. So in double elixir, we could freeze and try to make something happen, but for the most part, he's just going to hunt around and make me sad. All right, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in for an Executioner on top of his spam, and then I'm going to try to line it up so then the Valkyrie and the Executioner can kill everything at once. That's pretty cool. I'll take that trade. What are we going to do? If we go for a balloon on the right-hand side, he could 3 Musketeers me and ruin me. He could also Hunter. There's a lot of different things that this guy could do. He's just spamming a lot of bridge spam with cannon carts and mirrors, which is obviously a problem for me. I'm going to go for a cannon cart counter with the Skeleton Dragons and just let it lock on because I don't have a good answer to it. Cannon cart is one of the most difficult cards to counter with this deck as well, just because, you know, it does a lot of damage and it doesn't die fast. It's super sturdy, sir. Okay, so he's going to go for Hunter on that maybe? Or 3 Musketeers. What's he going to do? Wait, does he not have 3M in the deck? Is it just the Hunter? I think it's just the Hunter. I forgot about this. This is the deck that finished number 2 in the world. This is Wero's deck. I forgot. Okay, now he has nothing for the balloon, so we're going to go in. I think we can kill everything. He's trying to apply a lot of aggression because he knows that I know that he has nothing. Please, balloon, do enough damage. Oh my gosh, please. I need a tornado to his back. I don't think I can stop the cannon cart in time. No, yes, maybe. What the heck? I didn't deserve that win. I thought the cannon cart was going to get that last hit. And somehow we run away with victory because he cycled his only air answer, the Hunter in the right-hand side. And I'm like, I recognize that deck. I've played it before, and I know you have nothing else. That's why having a game plan in your head ahead of time can be the difference between losing and winning games. If I didn't have the game plan of knowing go balloon immediately when he drops that Hunter, I would have 100% lost.
3, 2, 1.
So I kind of didn't notice this until afterwards, but the skeletons pushed the Royal Ghost off of the tower, so it retargeted on the skeletons. And if it hadn't pushed the Royal Ghost would have hit my tower and I would have definitely lost that game. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an awesome rest of your day.